Hello, dragon artists! Today we will draw a traditional Jeju style home with hibiscus flowers in the front and a rock lava wall guarding the home. To start, you are going to need white paper, pencils, and a black marker. Now, just like last week's drawing, we are going to use a few guiding lines. This guiding line is going to be the top of my fence, and I'm just drawing a curved line, and then again, there's the bottom of my fence. I'm doing this in pencil, and then I'm going to begin to draw in black marker, just because it's easier for you to see, but I encourage you to draw your entire paper or your entire portrait with pencil first, and then outline with a black marker or color in with colored pencils or markers. So these lines that I'm drawing right now, I'm just literally building a wall with my marker. I'm using my black marker to create some circular rocks similar to the lava rock texture. I'm going to draw that all the way across because it will give me a good reference on how to build. Next, I'm going to begin drawing the traditional home. Now I'm starting with a small line, and that is going to be the edge of my home, and then two lines creating a Y. Now I used a wavy line, and that is going to be the hatched roof, and then I'm going to draw a door. And notice how my line for the top of my door and my roof are parallel with each other. And then coming all the way up from that middle line, I'm going to draw the top of the roof, and this is just again using some perspective drawing here. Now I'm going to draw some bushes. Because I'm using a pencil, I'm using a marker and not a pencil, I'm going to draw the bushes first. These bushes are going to cover up part of my house, but you can draw the house and then come in and add some bushes later. And then using a straight vertical line to match the line in the center, I'm going to draw right down. Now I'm going to draw the hatched roof, or the thatched roof, and just drawing a line going up and down in the same way that you would create a mask for Spider-Man. I'm going to use that center line and draw those lines pointing up towards the top of my roof, matching them to go up the other side. Now this is using a one-point perspective to help us draw and give us the look of depth and space. From here, we will draw lines going down, and feel free to pause this video whenever you need to. You can pause and rewind as much as you'd like. And those were the strings that were added on to hold the straw in place for the roof. Now here I'm adding just another line down at the bottom to give me some texture, and then adding some stone pebbles inside the walls. Now I'm using more of a realistic style drawing, or simplified realistic, but if you would like to create a Zentangle or a pattern inside your house, you are free to do so. Now I'm going to draw a few more bushes. Now I used the photograph to guide me and to give me an idea for the drawing, but I turned that photograph into my own. I'm adding a tree in here, but you can change it up as much as you'd like to. Maybe your house is sitting in front of an ocean, maybe it is on top of Mount Hala, maybe your house it has an urban modern feel, and your traditional Jeju style home is in the middle of the city. I encourage you to be as creative as possible. Maybe you even want to draw a picture of your family in front of the home, or some of your friends. It is up to you. This picture, you can change and adapt it as much as you'd like. Now that I have the background part of my drawing done, I'm going to begin with the foreground. And you see that pencil line underneath, that is going to be the bottom part of my fence. But I'm going to start by drawing some of the hibiscus flowers. Now hibiscus flowers, I'm starting by drawing just a small curved line and then the trumpet stem coming out. And I'm going to draw a little bit of the pollen through there. In my drawing, I got a little bit carried away and I drew a lot of pollen, but I love hibiscus flowers, so I think I was just excited about drawing one. From there, I'm going to draw 4 petals. So you'll use these to create the big wavy petals. Hibiscus flowers are a little bit more challenging to draw because the petals are curved. So we're going to draw them in a way that allows them to open up. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but if you follow the curves and the natural curves of the line and imagine that your flower is opening up, I'm using a little bit of overlapping here to make sure that my trumpet stem is behind and I'm not drawing a line on top. And then I'm making sure that each part of my flower is filled in to cover the entire trumpet stem so it looks like it's opening up. I'm going to draw one more hibiscus flower, but this time it's going to be going into facing in an upward direction. So there's my trumpet stem. And again, my petals will be opening up, drawing a little bit of pollen in there. Traditionally, hibiscus flowers are drawn with just 4 petals, and hibiscus tea is also really common to find throughout Jeju and all around the world. It's a lovely tea that aids with digestion. Now in the background, I'm going to draw some leaves and some basic stems coming up. You can draw this however you'd like to. I would encourage you not to follow my own drawing. And maybe your picture doesn't have the organic leaves growing through it. Maybe this is a geometric drawing. You can change to based on how you're feeling or what you want to express. Maybe you don't even have hibiscus flowers in the front. Maybe you have a different flower, or you're standing in the front with your family, or you're in the front riding a bicycle. It's completely up to you. Maybe Iron Man's flying in there, or Art Man. Maybe you have a dragon coming in your artwork. Now, again, this is the hibiscus flowers are in the foreground or the front part of your picture. So I'm drawing the foreground first because I'm using a black marker, and then I'm going to go back and add the rock wall in. So now I'm going to begin drawing the rock wall, and I'm following that line right along the bottom. And just as I did at the top, I'm using the circular wavy patterns to draw that. Now here in just a moment, I'm going to realize how difficult it is for you to see the change between the rock wall and my hibiscus flowers in the front. So I'm going to use a bigger, thicker marker to draw these in. I'm going to speed this drawing up also too. I encourage you to be as creative as you'd like to, change this drawing as much as you want to. When you're finished, add some color and upload your work to Seesaw. If you have any questions, send me an email, and I can't wait to see what you've created. Thanks.